All right, here's 10 things I own that save me money, save me time, or just make my life a whole lot easier. Number 1 is reusable Kpods for a Keurig machine. Now, you gotta be careful with these because you gotta make sure you get one that works with your machine. Now for me personally, I did my own math and I'm able to get this bag of coffee for $6 and this makes 40 cups of coffee. That puts my average cost for a single cup at 15 cents. Now compare that to Amazon, you're paying about double the price. Now I know not everyone has a Keurig machine at home, so what I did before we had one was I used a French press. You still get a good cup of coffee, you still save time because you don't actually have to go anywhere to get a cup of coffee, and there's no huge upfront cost as well. Number 2 is a trunk net. If you like most people, you don't like driving distracted, and what I didn't realize for a long time was that every time I put something in my trunk, I was hyper aware of all the stuff rolling around back there. So this added stress made me a worse driver, and I have broken things in the past because things weren't properly secured. So the trunk net eliminates all of that. So after you set it up, you just put your items in and you're on your way. Highly recommended you look into one of those. Number 3 is a MacBook adapter with an HDMI port. So this little device lets me connect my laptop where I do all my editing for these YouTube videos to a monitor. The productivity boost is ridiculous. Just having more space physically to work with really helps out the process. It has a bunch of USB ports, it has an SD card port, and just makes my life a lot easier. Number 4 is a MagSafe battery adapter. Now when Apple came out with their MagSafe capable phones, I just thought it wasn't really that big a deal. It was just another phone. And then I got this extra battery that was MagSafe capable, and this thing is awesome. So my old extra battery was super heavy, it had this wire that got in the way, and eventually that wire just turned into a huge fire hazard. But this new battery pack snaps right on, I can hold it in my hand very easily, and I can use my phone like it's not even there. So it's super useful if you travel a lot, or if you're not able to plug in your phone for a long period of time. Number 5 is Airpods. So I'm still rocking an early generation pair, but the new ones work even better. Compared to using wired headphones, the freedom and flexibility is unmatched. I listen to music on runs, make calls, watch TikToks without bothering anybody, all without the hassle of a wire. So if you're still using wired headphones for some reason, just switch. Number 6 is my favorite pair of pants. One day I realized I was spending way too much time deciding what pants to wear, and that's because I had to choose between comfort or what looked nice. Eventually someone got me some black LuLuLemon pants. I know, expensive, but totally worth it. And now I can wear these things all day. So I've had this pair for about 2 years now. They still fit, they're still comfortable. They also go with everything that I already wear anyway, and they're pretty appropriate for about 80% of the events I go to normally anyway. Number 7 is a ToolBox. Remember that Keurig from the beginning of the video? One day we were cleaning out the inside and it tripped a safety feature because it got too hot. So we had to open up the Keurig machine and figure out what was going on. Eventually we were able to fix it, but that's all possible because we had the tools necessary to do it. So it was cheaper to fix than to actually replace. So the ToolBox provided the tools, but it also provided a handy place for us to have everything we need so we don't spend all this time wasting looking for things, we just know where everything is at. Huge money saver, huge time saver. Look up Father's Day deals because that's a really good time to get toolboxes. Number 8 is a jump rope and a jump rope mat. So for me, cardio is not very fun and I can't run nearly as much as I used to because of a knee injury, but now I have a jump rope and a mat. Now I can do cardio a lot easier and a lot more efficiently. It takes less time for me to get my heart rate up and to keep it up. In addition, I'm not miles away from my home at the end of my run and don't have to run all the way back. And to keep it a little interesting, I also got a thicker, heavier rope, and this one is made by a company called Proud Panda. Highly recommend you look into that as well. Number 9, shoes that actually work for my feet. So somewhere around 2018, I ended up developing something called plantar fasciitis, which is where the muscle band on the bottom of your feet get very irritated and inflamed, and yes, it is very painful when you walk. So eventually, through a lot of trial and error, I found a shoe brand called Kuru, that's K-U-R-U, and I love them. I never want to wear anything else other than this brand, and I hope they never go out of business. I didn't just buy their sneakers, I also bought their sandals as well. It's a great product for me because it takes away all my foot pain. I can wear them all day, they're super comfortable. I've worn them for almost 5 years now, and I'll probably wear them for the rest of my life. Number 10 is actually a lot of different things. One day after a ton of research, I decided that I'm going to commit to this YouTube channel, and that commitment meant I had to buy a lot of things. So some of those things were the Sony ZV-E1 and Rode microphone, as well as some lights and a tripod and other things a YouTube studio would need. So buying higher quality devices meant that my production quality could go up significantly, but what it really did was save me time. Because I had dedicated devices and I was willing to set up some of my space to be film ready for almost any time of the day, this cut down a lot of my friction so then I can make more videos in a more productive manner. Hopefully you found value in this video enough to like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to support the channel even further by using an affiliate link down below. This channel does get a kickback from that. Oh, nobody's paying me for this. This isn't a sponsored video. This is all just based on my personal life. Hopefully one of these products saves you money, time, or makes your life generally easier just like it did for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.